I curried favors, like I did, you know. So I was like, fine, I'll go in. So he told me that I should dress really businessy, and I walked in with shorts, cowboy boots, and like a t-shirt on. Like
you
just,
wanted
like,
to mess
big,
this up.
like, yeah, like, right. So like, haha, Glenn, look what I'm wearing. He looked at me, he's like, look at what you're wearing. So I went into the meeting, and I'd never watched Apprentice before, so I certainly hadn't watched The Celebrity Apprentice, so I didn't know anything about it. And somewhere during the meeting, they asked me, like, well, what would your strategy be? I'm like, I don't know the rules of the game, so you got to tell me the rules of the game. And then I told them my strategy. And then they said, then they started talking about the last season and how the last season had raised $1 million for charity. And I looked at them like, excuse me, what? What'd you say? And they're like, raised $1 million for charity. The winner's charity got like $500,000 or something like that. And I just looked at them and I was like, this show's for charity? They're like, yeah. And I was like, and my internal monologue was literally like, fuck. God damn it.
Gotta do it.
So, well, I still wasn't totally sold, but I called up Don and Norman, who obviously were my co-founders, in the charity, and I just said, I have this opportunity, and it seems like I'd be, able to raise a lot of awareness about the refugee issue, and, money for the refugee issue, and it just feels to me like I'm supposed to say yes, even though it's Celebrity Apprentice. And they were like, look, it's your choice, but obviously it would be a really good thing. So they hooked me because of that.
All right, well, what's next for Annie Duke?
Well, first, the World Series of Poker. I'm playing this little thing called the World Series of Poker right now, but I'm also in the process right now of doing meetings in Hollywood because one of the things that I really, really want to do is create game. So ever since I was little, like one of the other things that we did in my family besides playing cards was my mom and I used to sit and watch like Match Game and Password and all of those games, like To Tell the Truth, What's My Line, like... Oh, I used to love those. So I've always had this like total passion for game shows. I love game shows. I've been on a couple game shows actually. Yeah? So I've always wanted to create games. So I've created like a bunch of games and I'm pitching them around and like that's what I want to do. Like outside of, obviously continue to play poker, but I really want to create some cool games for TV, not like reality competition and also straight up game shows. So, and maybe like host some of them, or be on, I want to be on like I want them to bring back Match Game and I want to be like Brett Summers.
Yeah, and host it.
I love Brett Summers because Betty White was down in the corner and so you can't ever top Betty White. She's so awesome. But then there was always the dumb girl on the left. So I don't want to be that girl. So that left Brett Summers. And besides, she got to sit next to Charles Nelson Riley and Nipsey Russell, which was really cool. So
I'm too young for these games.
I know it. You don't. Yeah, I'm showing my age. But so I really love game shows, and I like want to host a game show, and I want to create game, and like that's what I really love to do. That's what I'm really passionate about right now. So we'll see. I'm getting into some rooms. I'm having some meetings. They seem to be going well. It's always a crapshoot, but
all right, get to the stud event.